going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Ryan. Going down the middle, and It's complete.
Ryan's pass.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The Atlanta ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They go play action now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Patrick Queen able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They'll run for it with Hill. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now. It becomes contagious, doesn't it? It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well. Well, they are clicking right now.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
By the Falcons.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
His throw caught right around the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Lining up for the point after.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And this one caught by Dennis Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The kick
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Chatty
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's complete to Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
To kick off for Atlanta.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Smith catches left side.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. From the gun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8.
28. Falcons 20. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd and goal. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It's just me and you.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Dobbins. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You know, from a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
On the return, here's Hall. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, and it'll bring up third down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
36.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back, putting things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. That's to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Back to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 43.
On first down. Dobbins. Again he finds an opening. The 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. Well, there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every